Hey guys, this is Ned with TGN coming at you with a quick Star Wars The Old Republic video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the galaxy map. I'm going to give you an in-depth look at what the Star Wars The Old Republic galaxy has to wait for us. I'm going to show you all the planets and all the different zones. So without further ado, let's jump into our galaxy map. Okay, so this galaxy in the Old Republic is divided into 5 separate parts. The unknown regions, the seat of the Empire, Hutt space, the Outer Rim, and the Core World worlds. The most worlds are around the Core World areas, and the least are in the unknown regions. So I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit of the planets. There's about 5 or 6 planets, give or take, on each region, a bunch of space combat missions, and also there are some secret areas that you unlock as you level up and do your class story. For example, in the Trooper, in the distant Outer Rim, you get this cloaked spaceship that appears suddenly and you have to go investigate it, and that's there permanently for you to go explore, do what you want to, and there's stuff like that for every class, I believe. It's pretty fun. So let's go and have a look at the galactic core itself. Let's go and have a look at the core worlds and see what we've got here. So the first planet far to the north is the Ord Mantell, the Trooper, and of course the Smuggler starting area. As we go south further, we have a space combat battle, the Jabal Fleet Action. We have the Republic Fleet, which is stationed right next to Coruscant. The Republic Fleet is where you go to do all your flashpoints, and you can also hang out there and talk to companions. We have Coruscant, which I'm sure you are all familiar with. Alderaan, which is very contested in this game. And this is really the first chance anyone's had to actually explore Alderaan before it got destroyed by the Death Star. And it's a very beautiful planet, and I enjoy it very much. Well, I have Balmoral, which is like, if I remember correctly from my Trooper, it's kind of like a toxic waste planet that's been taken over by these freaky alien bug things called cockelids or something like that. We have Typhon, the Jedi Knight, and of course the Jedi Consular starting area. Corellia, which is a high-end planet. I think it's actually for the Empire and not the Republic, I'm not sure. You see the worlds either come up in red or blue. I'm not too sure the difference. I assume blue is Republic, red is Empire. But for example, Alderaan is red, but you can go to it as Republic. Maybe it means contested, I don't know. And we have 2 more space battles, the Balosar Outposts. And the ones in grey are the ones that are a bit too low level for us. And of course, we have Fondor Escort. So the ones that will come up in blue are the ones that are good for our level. The ones in grey aren't. So let's zoom out and go have a look at the next area, the distant Outer Rim. There are only 3 planets here, Hoth, Belsavis, and Tatooine, which I'm sure you are all familiar with. But one of the best parts about the Outer Rim is this is the place where the hidden things tend to be found, like some hidden moons, hidden spaceships, stuff like that, maybe a hidden Star Destroyer or 2. I'm just saying, don't want to spoil anything, but you'll have to wait and see when you get to a higher level what's here. So let's go and have a look in Hutt space. Now, Hutt space is the neutral part of space. This sits right between Republic and Empire on the outskirts, and it's controlled by the Hutts, obviously, which means it's very greedy and it's full of corrupt, toxic planets. Like we have Voss. I'm not too sure what Voss is. Let's have a look. So it's quite a rocky planet, and the Voss are these. It's quite interesting because the Voss are these indigenous people, and they stand neutral in the Force. Like, you have the Jedi, which are all the way on the light side, the Sith, which are all around the dark side, but the Voss only know grey. They don't go for either side. They sort of experiment in between because, as they say, there is only one Force. It's just how you look at it. So if we return to Hutt space, we've also got Quesh, which is a very toxic, nasty jungle planet, as I'm sure you can see by that very yellow. And of course, we have Nar Shaddaa. Now, Hutta would appear here, but we can't land on Hutta, obviously, because we're Republic. And we also have the Areknar Interception. That looks interesting. I'm going to show you this in a video later. This is going to be some space combat I do. I'll definitely do a couple of missions. So now we're on to the seat of the Empire. This is not really where you'll be going as Republic, because it's where Drummond Cast and all that is. We have a space battle called Macom T Assault, and the one planet we can go to is Taris. Now, Taris is interesting because for those of you who have played KOTOR, Taris was a city world like, or for those of you who haven't rather, Taris was a city world like Coruscant, but it got destroyed when Darth Malak went and blew it up. And it's kind of the ruins of the city they're trying to rebuild there, but it has a couple of problems. Number one is the rat ghouls. They're kind of like zombies. And number two, because of its close proximity to the Empire, it's really not doing so well. And they're investing a lot in that, and it's not really going anywhere. And last but not least, we have... Oh, also, we can right-click and move. We can see all the wonderful starscapes, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And last, we have the unknown regions. The only planet here at this time is Ilum, which is the high-end PvP planet, which you will all go to do world PvP. I have not been there yet. Apparently, we can actually travel there. I'll think about it. Anyway, that has been a rundown of the Galaxy map and what to expect. I hope you've enjoyed. This has been Ned with TGN, signing off.